Okay, I think we are live here, although it's difficult to know nowadays. So I'm testing out some stuff here related to Consciousness Live. Um, if you've been hanging around and I'm sort of noticing, okay, very, uh, hmm, okay. I'm so bad at this. Okay. I thought there was a way for me to see things. Anyway, okay. So I'm testing out things because I started the sixth season of Consciousness Live um, recently. As a matter of fact, I think it was just 2 weeks ago, January 3rd, that I had the first episode of the sixth season with Felipe de Brigard. So you can go and check that out. And then I spoke with Rachel Dennison last week, and I had a bit of a snafu. I thought we were live streaming when we really weren't. So that was the rustiness. There was apparently one more button I had to click in OBS or something like that. So I'm trying to figure out how all this stuff works here so that there are no snafus, and there are no more major screw ups by yours truly. So I'm gonna try to figure this out, but also I figured I'd just mention who I have lined up so far. Um, I basically have until about March, and then my teaching kicks in. I have this class I'm teaching at the Graduate Center called Consciousness and Neuroscience of Neuroscience and Philosophy of Consciousness. Is that I co-teach with Tony Rowe, a neuroscientist who's also been on Consciousness Live way back when. You can check out his episode if you're interested. But anyway, I'm a co-teach a class with him, and that starts in a couple of weeks. But other than that, my actual teaching at LaGuardia doesn't start until March. So between now and then, I've been trying to line up these conversations. Like I've said, I've already had two, um, and I have a few more scheduled. Now, what I normally do is simply send out a whole bunch of emails, and then see uh, who responds. Um, and so, what I normally do. Oh wait! Oh yeah! Look at that! You can hear me. I'm just trying to make sure all this stuff is working over here, guys. Since I don't know, I don't even see a chat. Is there a chat on this thing? I have no idea. Uh, I wonder if I can do this. No, I can't do it while I'm doing that, and can't do this while I'm doing that. I don't really know how to work any of this stuff. uh, yeah. Anyway, so what I was saying was I thought I'd mention who else was coming up. Um, and the limited time that I have and my process is to send out a bunch of emails and see who responds to them. Um, so some people have, and I've scheduled some discussions, but obviously some people just ignore my emails, and other people respond to them later. So there could be at some point, people getting back to me, or maybe someone will recommend that I contact someone, or maybe sometimes people just email me out of the blue. Either way, I'm happy to talk to people, and end up generally having more people than I can have room for, especially once my schedule starts cooking. Anyway, okay, so I'll stop procrastinating now and sort of just get to what I was trying to do. I think I want to see if this is working, because I feel like I'm just talking and then this is not really going to work. uh, you know. Okay, so next Monday, on January 22nd, I have Michael Graziano lined up to come and speak with me. And I'll be talking with him at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's the time zone that I'm in. Michael has been around on a lot of these online discussion things that you see hanging around everywhere. And I think his views are fairly well known. I think what I'm looking forward to is going more in depth into this stuff. What I generally try to do is just have a conversation with the person and to ask questions that I would be interested in hearing the answers to. I'm going to try and start asking if there's any questions that people have that are listening, which is why I'm trying to announce these a little bit more in advance, and also make sure I know how to operate the chat, which I apparently don't know how to do because I can't tell if there is a chat right now, for example, but there says there's viewers, so I have no idea. Okay, anyway, my point though, so the 22nd of January, 10 a.m., Michael Graziano. I wrote a short commentary on a piece that he published that I co-authored with Joe Ledoux. So I'm sort of familiar with his work and have some thoughts on it. I think it's interesting, but with all these views, my belief is sort of distributed over these various views. Okay, so that'll be interesting, the 22nd. Then the Monday after that, on the 29th, I'll be talking with Eric Switchgable, and that's at 1 p.m. So Eric has a new book that's coming out called The Weirdness of the World. And it's a very interesting book. It collects some of his earlier stuff, but he's edited it together and written some substantial new bits to it. And Eric is someone who I know and I've spoken with before. And you may know that he was on Spacetime Mind way back when, if you've been hanging around here for any significant period of time. I don't even know what year that was. I'd have to look it up, but it was a long time ago when that Spacetime Mind was co-hosted with me and Pete Mandic. It was really Pete's show, to be honest. It was his idea. He asked me if I wanted to do it with him, and so we sort of did it together, but he was the main brains behind the operation. You can tell, because if you look at Spacetime Mind, yeah, that's what it's called. Oh my God, I'm tripping myself out. Anyway, if you look at those old episodes, they're highly edited, very well put together, lots of interesting little tidbits, and that's all Pete's work. You can tell what I like to do is just get someone on the camera and then ask them questions. Okay, anyway, so I really admire Eric's work because I really like the things that I'm really looking for. To talk with people who take ideas and treat them seriously. And they could be scientists that treat their ideas seriously, or philosophers. And so Eric is someone who's at the intersection. I think he takes very strange ideas seriously. And so his work is always very interesting and worthwhile. So that's the 29th at 1 p.m. Eric's in California time. So it makes it having to be a little bit later. I generally have to be done by the time the kids are out of school at 3 p.m. Unless there's circumstances that are extraordinary. Okay, so and then February 5th, I have Steve Fleming scheduled to come on at 9 a.m. And Steve is someone who I also know and have worked with for a long time and even played music with, quote unquote music. I think I took down all the videos of us playing bad music back that I had up before I really knew what YouTube was and was putting up videos and didn't really fully understand they were public. I mean, I guess I kind of knew, but I did. I thought no one would ever find them, but then, people did. Okay. So Steve, though, was supposed to come on a while ago to talk about his book that he had come out called Know Thyself, which is about science and metacognition. So that will be very exciting. And we've been meaning to reschedule that for a time, but as everyone knows and is sick of hearing me talk about, I've been working on my own book for whatever reason. Okay, so then tentatively scheduled for February 15th is Matthias Michel, who has also been on previously, but he was still a graduate student, basically, I think he was still a graduate student when I talked to him the first time, and only had a couple of things that he had published in his dissertation. But now he's gone on and has been at NYU, the Center for Mind, Brain, and Consciousness, for the last few years, and been publishing lots of interesting papers and done lots of interesting work. And so there's a lot more to talk about. We may have to move that one around because of various things that happen behind the scenes, but you never know. So it's scheduled for the 15th of February as it stands. I don't think we have settled on time because it's still tentative. There's still one more that I have confirmed to come on, and I'm very excited about that actually, and that is Ned Block. So I've been wait, what the heck? Does this really say that it's wait, hold on. It's telling me that this is not made for kids. Oh my gosh, see, I screwed it up already. Anyway, okay, so I'm excited. I've been asking Ned, I'll fix that after. I've been asking Ned for a long time to come on and talk to me. We have different views, but of course, I actually secretly agree with him more than I think he knows. So it should be very interesting. He has been traveling and busy and so forth. So we haven't settled on a date, but he agreed that we could start to settle on a date soon. Like, and I won't tell you why the reasons are, but anyway, so we should schedule that soon. So I should have more announcements about that in the upcoming future. Um, uh, that's it. So I still have a lot of outstanding emails to people, and we'll see if anybody gets back to me. But I think I know what's going on here. So let me end this, and then I'm actually going to start another live stream to see if I know how to work all of this stuff because I really feel like this one